Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstudio.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the Spice Pinnacle Stylus. This is the latest phablet device which has been launched on Spice, and this is how the package looks like. And when we take a look over the package, we see the image of the huge 5.5-inch phablet device which this device is, and it will also come with a kind of a capacitive stylus as well within the package, and we will see that. Apart from this, you also get Evernote Premium application, so you get Evernote Premium subscription for 1 year for free on this device, and you also get Sketch application as well preloaded on this device. And when it comes to other applications, you have pop-up play on this device. That means you can play videos within the small pop-up player. You do have a direct call in which you can actually pick the call by using the sensors on the device, including the proximity sensor. You have a gesture screen lock as well which you can use. You do have Spice cloud storage free backup space on this device available once you activate the device. At the back side of the device, we have all the specifications of the device mentioned. So it has a 5.5-inch of display, and it is not a full high definition display, but it is 1280 into 720p. So it is a 720p display. It will run 4.2 Jelly Bean on this device, 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, that is MediaTek 6589, and we will confirm whether it is 6589 turbo or non-turbo. When we have the storage, you have 8 GB of internal memory on this device, 1 GB of RAM. On the back side, you have 8 megapixel rear camera, and the front is 2 megapixel fixed focus front camera. You also get a flip cover within the package. You do have a micro SD memory card slot on this device. The video recording supported from the back camera is going to be maximum at 1080p at 30 frames per second. The battery on the device is 2500 mAh. It is a dual SIM device, and both of the SIM card will support 3G, and which is good. When it comes to the sensors, you have proximity sensor, gyro, gravity sensor, ambient light sensor as well on this device. You do have dual LED flash on this device. You have Bluetooth 4.0 and FM radio as well. So let's unbox this and take a look what we have in the package. So the first thing which we get in the package is the Spice Pinnacle Stylus, and it comes with the flip cover pre-installed. As you can see, looks pretty good in terms of the build quality. Also looks kind of premium as well in terms of the overall look. We will take a look over the flip cover and the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from these two things. So inside the package you get a standard USB charger. The output current from the charger is 1 ampere. As you can see, you have a micro USB to USB cable which is there in the package. This is the back cover which have the same kind of finishing as you see on the flip cover. No difference, it is a glossy back cover. And further inside the box we get the earphones, the in-ear headphones which come within the package. They do have a mic module with a button to pick the calls, although you do not have the volume rockers to increase and decrease the volume. And these are very standard kind of in-ear headphones. We will also tell you about the sound quality from these headphones. You also get the user manual which comes within the package. Apart from this, you get the service center list for Spice, and we have a warranty card which comes within the package. And apart from all these things, we also get the screen guard, an additional screen guard for this device with a cleaning cloth as well. And there is one screen guard which comes pre-installed on the device, so you have one pre-installed and one additional screen guard which comes within the package. So these are all the things which come within the package. Let's take a look over the device now. Now one thing which you might have noticed is that the capacitive stylus was not there inside the package, because this device has a kind of a design which resembles with Note 2, and the capacitive stylus actually goes inside the device. So here we have the capacitive stylus which comes inside the device, which can go inside the device. Although there is a design over here for the button, but this is not a button, this is just a kind of a drawing basically which they have done. It is just a normal painting. This stylus is not a digital stylus, it is just a capacitive stylus which you can use with your device, with the Spice Pinnacle Stylus device. There is nothing special about this stylus, this is just a capacitive stylus. If we take a look at the flip cover, the quality of the flip cover is pretty good. You have Spice branding over here. It looks pretty good from the ear side as well. From the inner side, it will protect the display from getting any scratches or fingerprints. You can easily attach it, but in case you want to attach the flip cover, you will have to remove the back cover which comes with this device, as you can see. And once we remove the back cover, you can see the slot for the SIM card. Both of them will accept a normal size SIM card. You do have a slot for the micro SD memory card as well to expand the storage, and 32 GB micro SD memory card will be maximum supported on this device. This is where the battery is, and the battery on this device is 2500 mAh, and it is pretty good for a display of this size. And as per our test, it will give you around 1 day of battery backup. We will give you more information once we go further in this review. And this is how the device looks like, and let me just show you the device in terms of the connectivity. At the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. We have a primary mic over here. The capacitive stylus goes inside over here. The loudspeaker is actually at the back side. Here we have the 8 megapixel camera. You have dual LED flash. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. On this side you have the power and sleep key, which can be easily accessed because this device is pretty big in display size, that is 5.5 inch. So the power and sleep key is actually on the side, which you can easily access. You have the volume rocker over here. Both the power and sleep key are the plastic button and the volume rocker are the plastic button, and they give you good amount of feedback as well. In terms of the overall build quality and the form factor, this device is slightly heavy in terms of the overall weight. That is something which we have noticed. As far as the exact weight of the tablet of this device is concerned, it is around 155 gram in terms of the overall weight, which is again not too heavy or not too light as well. And in terms of the overall build quality, this phone is pretty good, I would say. You have a nice chrome kind of finishing on the edges, the material which is again plastic in nature, and at the back side as well you have glossy finish back cover, which will again going to get the fingerprints and scratches quite easily. But in terms of the overall build quality, it is pretty good and it feels solid in hand whenever you hold it. The display is pretty big in size. On the front you have the nice earpiece. You have the front camera over here on this device, which is a 2 megapixel plus quick focus camera. As far as the front, on the bottom you have the touch capacitive buttons. So this is how the home screen look like. And again, in terms of the overall UI, the UI is not exactly stock Android. There is little amount of customization which we can see. However, you cannot increase and decrease the home screen. You have like 5 home screen which you cannot increase or decrease. But take a look over the version of Android. It seems to be running Android 4.2, and the settings UI is also kind of optimized in terms of the overall look and feel to some extent, not completely. Again, you have Android 4.2.1 running on this device out of the box. When we take a look over the storage over here, let me just show you the storage scenario as well. On the storage front, this device has 8 GB of internal memory, out of which around 0.98 GB is being reserved for applications, so that you can install applications directly on this area on the internal memory. Apart from this, you also get 5.28 GB available to the user for applications storing picture, videos, audio and other data. You do have support for SD card as well on this device. When it comes to brightness, you do have support for automatic brightness as well because of the proximity sensor and the emit light sensor basically. When it comes to the wallpaper, you have support for live wallpapers, video wallpapers and static wallpapers are obviously supported on this device. Under the audio settings, we can easily notice that this device does have the option of enhancing the sound which you will hear from the earphones. However, the overall sound quality which you will get from the in-ear headphones which come within the package of this phone is not too good. It is pretty okay in terms of the clarity, there is no problem, but on the bass levels it is quite low. The trebles levels are quite high when you hear the sound from this particular device through the headphones which come within the package. You can also create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this device. As you can see over here, you do have support for USB tethering and Bluetooth tethering is also supported on this device. As far as RAM is concerned, you have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 1 GB of RAM, 661 MB of RAM is being used as of now in idle scenario, and you get around 310 MB of RAM free, which can be used for more applications and games which you would like to install on this device. So being this device is a big display device, so the battery consumption of this device is going to be very high, and the battery backup, in case you want to get more battery backup on this device, you do have power saving mode or power saving options basically under the settings, which you can customize. So basically, in case you turn on any of these three options, this will give you a slightly better battery backup on this device in case you enable these options. Now GPS navigation is also supported on this device once you enable the GPS satellite options over here, and once you do that, make sure you enable the GPS EPO systems and assisted GPS, and also make sure that you auto download the file required for the GPS, so that you check this option so that you can use this device for navigation whenever you want to. In case you don't enable the auto download, it will download the GPS navigation file, the EPO appearance assistance file basically, so that it can lock your GPS coordinates, and it will take some time in that case. In case you enable auto download, it will cost little bit amount of data whenever you are on the go, because it will download the data with the help of the 3G or 2G connectivity on your phone, but GPS navigation will work very smoothly and much faster in that case if you enable the auto download. So these are all the applications which come pre-installed on this device, including an antivirus application. You have a backup and restore application with which you can back up the data on this device in case you plan to format it. You do have documents to go on this device so that you can edit the documents on this device. You have file manager which comes pre-installed. You also get Evernote application which comes pre-installed with 1 year premium membership. So you will have the liberty of using Evernote Premium for 1 year on this device for free once you buy it. You do have some other applications like the music player, the navigation applications, and some Google specific application. You also have Sketch, which is another application for doing annotations and drawing things, which is again a premium application you can have on this device. You do have Spice Cloud storage available on this device so that you can back up the data from this device for free onto the cloud servers of Spice and some other networks basically which they have hired. And you do have video player. You have some other applications, as you can see, the quick start guide and SIM toolkit, so that you can do something with the SIM card as well. You can back up the contacts. You also have a mobile tracker application. So in terms of the application, you get a large number of useful applications which will come pre-installed on this device, as you can see. Now as far as the resolution is concerned, the resolution which we have on this device is a 720p resolution, and again, considering the display size, I do not feel any pixelation of the text on this display even if we take a closer look. So the text is rendered pretty nicely on this display. The viewing angles of the display are also pretty okay, not very wide I would say. You will see the fading of colors when you view the display from extreme viewing angles, but still you can view the display and read the contents which is there on the display on this device. This device has got an IPS LCD display, but the viewing angles are not very wide. That is something which we can easily notice. Now taking a look over the system configuration of this particular device, we have a quad-core processor, ARM V7 processor. We have the processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is MediaTek 6589, not the turbo version. And when it comes to the display, it is 720x1280. When it comes to the sensors, you have accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light, gyro, rotation vector, gravity, linear acceleration, orientation, and a corrected gyroscope sensor on this device. So this is how the camera UI look like, as you can see, and you do have tap to focus within the camera UI, and you also have autofocus as well. When it comes to the photo mode, HDR mode is supported. You have beautification mode, you have panorama mode, which is also supported. If we take a look of the settings for the photos, so you do have zero shutter delay, face detection can also be turned on. You have self timer shots, burst shots are also supported, up to 99 shots maximum can be supported. When it comes to ISO, the ISO can go up to 1600 on this device. When it comes to the video, you can record high definition video at 1080p or 720p as well on this device, both at 30 frames per second. You do have electronic image stabilization which you can turn on. You can also enable the time-lapse interval videos, and you can also apply certain effects while taking the video. So if I show you the quality of the front camera, let me just toggle to the front camera. So this is how the quality will look like from the front camera, and again the front camera is capable of doing a good quality video chat. You do have tap to focus. Okay, you do not have tap to focus. The front camera is a fixed focus camera. This is how the overall quality of the video will look like whenever you do a video chat from this device. So let me just take a photo as of now on this phone. to show you the overall quality of the photo which you will get, especially in low light. And we are taking this photo in an indoor room with some artificial light which is falling on this object. This is iPhone 5 which we have captured. So the photo looks pretty good in terms of the clarity, I would say, in terms of the details as well as in terms of the colors for a low light photo. And the camera does perform pretty well in daylight, and we will give you a camera review for that. So this is how the phone dialer look like, and again the phone dialer is kind of stock Android in terms of the overall look and feel to some extent. It is not completely stock Android. You do have the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. Now here we have the messaging application, and messaging application is again stock Android in terms of the overall look and feel. However, one thing which we notice is that you do have continuous input supported on this device, so you do have swipe to type supported. As far as the keyboard is concerned, the keyboard is pretty big on this 5.5-inch display, so you will not face while typing on this device, you will not face any problem while typing on this device in vertical way or in the horizontal way. You will not face any issues. However, it is quite difficult sometimes to type on this device when you are holding the device in one hand because of the big display, because you might not be able to reach every key on the keyboard with one hand whenever you are typing, and the device is kind of heavy in terms of the weight. So in case you are holding it like this, and if you plan to reach this key, it might fall off from your hand as well. On Quadrant Standard, we have got a score of 3932 for this device, as you can see, and this is where the device ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices. We do have detailed score here as well for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. Now on AnTuTu, this device has scored a score of 13562, as you can see, and this is where the device actually ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices in terms of the benchmark. If we take a look over the detailed score, this is how the detailed score look like for the UX, CPU, RAM, GPU and input and output operations. On Ninamark, we have got a score of 46.1 FPS on this device, on the FPS level basically, and this shows that this device is going to perform average in terms of the gaming. However, this device has performed pretty good, I would say, as far as the gaming is concerned. We have played casual games like Temple Run, OZ, Subway Surfer on this device. There is no issue at all. When it comes to the medium graphic intensive games like Frontline Commando D-Day, they also run fine on this device. And when it comes to graphic intensive games like Modern Combat 4 and some of the games, they can also run on this device, although you might notice a little graphic lag on this device when you play those games. So to show you the gaming performance of this device, we are playing this game called Frontline Commando D-Day. And as far as the overall graphics are concerned, there is no problem while playing this game till now. The touchscreen is also responsive, not very responsive I would say, but pretty okay to play this game. There is no issue at all. As you can see, so you can play games like this one, the first person shooting game, basically on this device without any issues. I do not see much problem on this device while playing games like this. Now we are playing this casual game called Temple Run OZ on this device to show you the overall touchscreen response and the gaming performance of this device while playing casual games. So as far as the touchscreen is concerned, I do not see any issue. This is almost an instant touch response which I am getting from the touchscreen on this device while playing this game. There is no problem with the graphics of the game as well. The draw distance for the game is also pretty good. As far as sensors are concerned, sensors are also working well on this device while playing this game, as you can see. So there is no issue in any way for any casual game like this. You can also play Subway Surfer pretty smoothly on this device without any issues. And the gravity sensor on the device is also working well, as you can see. Now here we have the default browser which comes preloaded on this device, and there is no issue as far as the default browser is concerned. It does give you the tab browsing experience. You can also do an incognito mode browsing as well within this browser. When it comes to kinetic scrolling, there is no issue. You can also do pinch to zoom, which is pretty smooth, I would say. You do have double tap to zoom, which works within the browser. You can also do panning pretty easily without any issues. So there is no problem with the browser. You can also play YouTube videos which are embedded within the web page within this browser without opening YouTube application for the same. As far as playing high definition videos are concerned, you can play high definition videos both at 720p as well as at 1080p without any issues on this device. And as far as the display is concerned, the display is also pretty good in terms of the overall color reproduction and the saturation of colors and the contrast levels as well. The brightness level of the display is also good. It does have the automatic brightness option as well, so it will adjust the display brightness as per the environment in which you are using this device. Now here we are playing a YouTube video from our channel, and this is a high definition video which is being played at high definition resolution as well on this display, because this device has a high definition resolution, so there is no problem as far as the video playback is concerned. And let's see how does it get played, and do we see any black bars while playing this video. Now one thing I would like to point here is that whenever you insert an SD card into this device, you do have the option of installing application directly on the SD card, because you can select the SD card as the default write disk over here under storage settings. As far as playing high definition videos are concerned, high definition videos you can play them on this device. Either they are recorded at 1080p or 720p. Both of these videos will get play fine without any issues. As far as the overall viewing angles are concerned while watching a video, the viewing angles are pretty good, not very wide I would say. As you can see, the display fades a bit in terms of the colors whenever you view it from extreme view angles. The overall loudness of the sound which comes out from the loudspeaker at the back side is pretty loud, but it is not very loud I would say. It is average in terms of the overall volume of the sound which you will get. And whenever you place this device like this on a table, the loudness of the sound will get decreased and the sound will get muffled, because the loudspeaker is actually placed at the back side. It would have been better if it is there on the edges, because in that case the sound will not get blocked. But in this case the sound does get blocked whenever you place the device like this on a table, or even if you cover this port over here accidentally. For LED notifications, you do have an LED notification light as well on this device, and it will light up whenever you are charging the device or whenever you get notifications for the messages, email or missed calls. Now as far as OTG is concerned, the OTG feature is not supported on this device, as we have just connected a flash drive with the help of an OTG cable and it is not detected, so you cannot read the contents of the flash drive with the help of an OTG cable on this device. So the overall battery backup which you will get on this device is going to be approximately 1 day in case you are a heavy user. If you are not a heavy user, if you use this device moderately, that means you don't watch a lot of videos, you don't play a lot of games, you can just play just like casual games on this device, and you use this device moderately in terms of the overall usage scenarios as far as calling is concerned, not excessive usage of anything on this device. In that case you will get complete 1 day of battery backup, and sometimes more than 1 day as well. For users who would like to play a lot of games on this device and watch a lot of videos, you will get little less than 1 day of battery backup on this device. On multi-touch scenario, this device supports 5-point multi-touch. So that's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the Spice Pinnacle Stylus device is concerned. We really like this device in terms of the overall form factor of the device, the build quality. The display is also pretty decent, however it is not the very bright display which we have seen. In terms of the colors, it is pretty okay, not too good I would say in terms of the color reproduction, but pretty okay for a price at which it is available. It is available for a price of around 16,000 or little more than that. Basically we are not sure about the exact pricing, but it is little bit near to 18,000 price mark. At that price you get a decent device like this which has 5.5 inch of display, a pretty good gaming performance as well. And when it comes to watching videos on this device, watching videos on this 5.5-inch display is definitely a pleasure. You won't face any issue. As far as playing games is concerned, it can play almost all the graphic intensive game, but some of the graphic intensive games like Modern Combat 4 or Nova 3 might lag to some extent while you play those games on this device, but the overall performance will be pretty okay for the casual and the medium graphic intensive games as well. As far as the camera is concerned, the camera performance is pretty good in daylight. As far as low light is concerned, the performance is pretty okay, much better than the other devices which we have seen or the other phablets which we have seen. The build quality of this device is also pretty decent. You also get the flip cover which comes within the package of this phone for free, so you get some additional accessories like flip cover, and you also get the stylus which is there on this device, so you can always use this stylus which is part of this device, although this is not a digital stylus, and you can use it as a capacitive stylus to use the phone to use applications like Evernote and Sketch as well, which comes preloaded. You also get the premium version of Evernote application, the premium subscription for 1 year on this device, so you get a large number of goodies in terms of software as well as in terms of the hardware with this device. So we would like to give a thumbs up to this device. In all, do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.